ensure that you keep safe. Now tonight we have a reality check on the Israel-Hamas war and what it could mean for you if it persists in as far as puncturing your pocket goes. Energy and Petroleum Cabinet Secretary Davis Chirchir reiterated reports that if the war persists, the price of fuel will rise to never-before-seen levels. This as the Treasury Cabinet Secretary Njuguna Ndungu defended the Kenya Kwanza tax regime as the way out of the murky situation caused by the Uhuru Kenyatta government. Here is NTV's Kevin Mutai with the details.
The National Dialogue Committee Monday hosted high-profile government officials in the quest to address the high cost of living in the country. First off, Energy and Petroleum Cabinet Secretary Davis Chirchir, the CS, brought to the fore the potential impact of the Israel-Hamas war.
The pricing is likely to go to $150 per barrel in the coming months. And that, when you bring to the liter in the market, is likely to really continue accelerating the price to the liter at the pump, and it could go as high, it could go as high as $300.
300 shillings per liter. This is what has been reported, and it comes quite close to what Moses Kuria said, that it will be increasing, and he put it up to 260, which is not far from what you're saying. So we don't want the media to be accused unfairly. What is
While the CS did not say the prices would definitely hit the hard-to-imagine highs, his submissions indicate the havoc the unrest in the Middle East could cause to Kenyans' pocket. However, this created a storm between members of the Azimio and Kenya Kwanza factions.
I understood it the same way he's just clarified it.
Hassan,
No,
be
fair to people.
No, I think Hassan, take it easy. Davis, please continue and avoid reference to Kenya Kwanza. We are here as a committee.
National Kenya Kwanza issue.
Please.
Whether you are Azimio or Kenya Kwanza, you're doing the same.
It's a government of Kenya issue, which is a Kenya Kwanza issue. But what he said is exactly what he has clarified.
Allow him to clarify.
Chirchir also defended the government-to-government oil importation program, saying it was an intervention taken to tighten the monetary policy and forestall the exit of $500 million from the Kenyan economy. He says the government is still embracing the open tender system, but only ratifying the agreements with the oil marketing companies. This, he argues, it is the same system being embraced in Uganda that will now see the Uganda National Oil Company being given powers to take over the supply of the product.
Kenya will stand to benefit because today 90% of products in Uganda are traded through our pipeline in Kenya and Mombasa port. And when they do what they are doing, 100% of the product, including the 10% which comes into Uganda through Tanzania or Dar es Salaam, will all come through Kenya. So there is absolutely nothing wrong in what Uganda is doing.
On his part, National Treasury CS Njuguna Ndungu also defended Kenya Kwanza's tax policy, arguing that the administration is dealing with the wrongs of the Uhuru Kenyatta government's policies and actions.
The whole issue is that if we move to 9% of fiscal gap, we started accumulating so much debt, so that we have to clear that for us even to think, because it has to be financed. Now, just imagine the IMF, we have agreed we are moving towards 19%. Just imagine the other countries were moving on. So in a sense, we have to pay for these policy mistakes.
The CS also sought to address the concerns of corruption in government.
When we talk about corruption, and I tried to decompose this in terms of greasing efficiency and also state capture, or what we call illegal extraction of economic rent, because I wouldn't say corruption. But the most important thing here is that we want to ask ourselves, there is an institutional failure problem, but we have to fix it.
Kevin Mutai, NTV.
Well, that story takes us to our first